Hi there, welcome to my Views on News, an exclusive piece of information for you, which I have received from Tigray to a source which seems very credible. Because for the last, for more than 3 months now, a key meeting has been underway in Tigray. Participation of TPLF leaders, Tigray interim government officials, Tigray military commanders, and we have heard several rumors that some decisions have been made, but nothing concrete has come out so far. I have received a piece of information which I think is worth sharing. Some decisions have been made. I want to share with you. Secondly, Ethiopian government has filed charges against the archbishop who used very hateful and inflammatory language against Ethiopian PM Abiy. Thirdly, Shaggar, where several former bishops, priests rather, have been arrested in the past 2 days. Firstly was Tigray, where we know that around 3 weeks ago, more than 3 months ago, not weeks ago, more than 3 months ago, TPLF, Tigray interim government, and Tigray military elite sat for a meeting. The meeting kicked off after Ethiopian federal government proposed a solution to the deadlock over disputed territories of Marabul, Kaisek, the Koram, and Amata. And the government proposed a 4-state solution that IDP should return and new administration should be elected, referendum should be held, other forces except ENF should leave the area, etc. That proposal was largely rejected by Tigray. Tigray interim government demanded that first of all, Tigray's writ in these areas must be established. And that referendum can only be decided by Tigray Regional Council, which does not exist now. It can only be formed after election. Tigray interim government is basically a government formed through notification from the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. It is not an elected government. So, meeting started. And we waiting to see the outcome. Now, what we have learned is that and the meeting has had other agenda items, especially the face-off between Tigray interim government and TPLF, because Tigray interim government, if you remember, refused to allow TPLF to hold a meeting. That is why there were several issues to be discussed. And TPLF was facing internal problems as well. Elim Gabrivahed, Bratson Mongerino were being opposed by some other TPLF leaders. Now, what I have learned, I want to share with you. It's not that it has been made final, but reportedly, Tigray military commanders have come up with a proposal to mediate between TPLF and Tigray interim government. And this is very strange, by the way, that military is making decisions in Tigray. Political matters should be resolved by politicians, but since there is no opposition not allowed to work freely, that is why one player is TPLF, other is military, and third is interim government backed by federal government. Reportedly, channels have reached an understanding, and they are trying to convince the two parties, interim government and TPLF, to agree on this understanding about TPLF. So TPLF's internal structure is being decided by Tigray channels, or mediated, you can say, not decided. Reportedly, Debretsion is going to be proposed as the president. He'll survive. He's still the president of the party. chairman of the party. Secondly, 2 deputy chairmen. Getachew Reda, the interim president, he'll be elected as interim, he'll be elected as TPLF's vice chairman. The Batson chairman, Getachew vice chairman, Munjirino will join Getachew as well. Getachew and Getachew, both deputy chairman. That is what I have learned. Where is LM? LM has been very critical of Getachew Reda, who opposed Getachew's nomination. We don't know. We have no information about Getachew. No top place for LM so far proposed by military, it seems. But again, I would say this is what I have learned from Tigray. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is what I've been able to confirm to the extent of my abilities there. Proposal made, now it is going to be discussed. We could see announcements today or tomorrow if there is an agreement. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian government has decided to file charges against an archbishop of the Orthodox Church which used inflammatory language against Ethiopian PM Abiy. Charges have been filed. The man is Abune Lukas. We know that. Abune Lukas a few days ago on St. Gabriel's Day almost called for assassination of PM Abiy, accusing him of having killed thousands of people. His speech was not, by the way, speech of a religious leader. Leaders, yes, they should criticize if they want to, but they should be careful because tens of thousands, millions of people follow them. But since he is based in the US and US is known for freedom of speech, so it's understandable. Their people speak freely, and perhaps Abune Lukas is absorbed in the US the way people of US speak. The Ethiopian government asked the church to take action against Abune Lukas, Abune Markas. Abune Markas also criticized the Prime Minister. Abune Abraham confirmed that. The general manager, the government wanted, government would put pressure upon the church. Did church take any action? We don't know. Did church seek any explanation? Did it issue any show cause notice to Abune Lukas? We don't know. I don't know. I mean, government obviously then is left with some legal options. It can file charges against Abune Lukas in US or in Ethiopia. It has filed charges against Abune Lukas in Ethiopia, a court. And in attended time, the respondent, Abune Lukas, has been told to appear, which he won't, obviously. Maybe on his behalf, someone from church will appear. And government cannot bring back Abune Lukas. Government, if you remember, accused some journalists based in the US a few months ago, like EOTC people, they were trying to overthrow the government. They were destabilizing Ethiopia, but nothing. But they could not. Government could not start any legal proceedings against those journalists. In US, it's difficult to convict people on such allegations. But that the development shows the tension between the main church and the Orthodox Church and the Ethiopian government. Another link news story is about the new Synod. It's calling itself Synod, by the way, now. Formed 2 days ago in Oromia. They're calling themselves Menbere Petros. Menbere Petros. Menbere Petros. So last year, when I think Sarah did a story about that last night. Last year, or earlier this year, when in Oromia, 3 archbishops made some appointments, even that trio did not call itself a synod. But this one is calling itself a synod. Lower level bishops, lower level priests mainly are part of this group. Like Subramaniam Nigasa, Volde Iyasus, Jesus Tesfaye, and most of these are those who were excommunicated by church. These priests were part of that splinter group which emerged last year. Top archbishops made peace with the government. Lower one were left out, or they did not agree with the arrangement, and church just stripped them of the titles. And now they have formed a synod, calling it Member Petros Synod. Government is taking action, Oromia government taking action, and reportedly around 9 have been arrested so far in Shaggar city. Shaggar city surrounds Addis Ababa. Most of them are based in Addis Ababa. Church facing one after the other challenge. Challenges coming from Oromia mainly. I think maybe church has accepted that Tigray won't rejoin it. But now Oromia will continue posing a threat to church. But these priests don't have immense following. Even people like Abune Lukas, Abune Ostotlios, Abune, and other the three ones could not get immense public support in Oromia last year. But how can this small synod, so-called synod, get public support? But then it shows dissatisfaction in some groups in Oromia against the church.